What's up YouTube, it's Louis here. I hope you're all well. We're back with another quant update. Before we even get into the update, I just want to make you aware that there's a scammer out there at the moment, unfortunately, with the exact same Twitter name. Just make sure that you're following Louis_crypto. There are no numbers in my name. If you want to make sure you're following the right account, it's linked in the description underneath this video. Hit that link, and that's the only way to message me about my education. I will never approach you first. I won't follow you, I won't approach you, and I definitely won't offer brokerage services. So please, if anyone's following you with my name, it's not me, please report them. Their account name is Louis_crypto with a 0 instead of an O at the end of crypto. So again, I don't have any numbers in my name. Thank you guys for understanding. Like this video, subscribe, and of course comment to help with the algorithm. We're not getting anywhere near the amount of likes or comments, but still the same amount of views. So please guys, please do support the channel. Let's zoom in on the daily time frame and discuss. But essentially yesterday we were saying that as long as we're above this green box, we're going to keep trying to break this 382. We're in this range between the 382 fib and the 236. So if we're not seeing daily candle closes below this green box, we're just going to keep trying to break this red. Failing to keep breaking the red, we're going to try and break the green. So all of these events were tradable in the last few days. I was very lucky and able to give you this on Friday while we're at $114. I posted about it on YouTube, in my Discord group chat, more detailed in the Discord group chat. And also on my Twitter as well, saying that I'm expecting a pump towards 120, where you can take profits between 120 and 125, because I do believe that 125 is a key resistance that I'm not expecting to pump on that same day essentially. So as soon as it tapped 120, you could have gotten out. We got out in the chat, in the Discord group chat, at around 122, 123 at the 200 EMA. So yeah. After that daily close, you had a doji followed by a shooting star. That was a sell signal. So I asked in my Discord group chat if anyone had taken that, because that's another sell signal that we talk about in my course, in my education, whether it's the course or the mentorship and the chat. You get them all included if you do the mentorship. If you want to do the course, you do get the chat included as well. And you can follow my personal thoughts along in there with more detailed updates. However, yeah, that was a tradable event. So as soon as that closed, you could have traded that back down to the 236, because with this candle over here, I said it's a signal to head back to the 236, which we saw twice. And yeah, this here over here is a doji at support. So indecision in the market, again, showing you wick rejections. I don't like going down there, I like going up. Don't like going down, I like going up. You also have wicks to the upside, but when you're at support, it's a signal of a reversal, because you're showing indecision in this area. If you're certain of something, you're going to show that with the momentum in the candle. So if it was certain of going lower, it would have shown that, but there's no certainty within this, and you're at support. So it's a reversal back to resistance. So that could have been the trade from this to there, and you could have closed that already. That could have been a trade of, to current price, 6%, or to the 200 EMA again, 8%. So you could have had 3 trades in the last week. Since Friday last week, it's only Wednesday this week, you could have had a gain of 7%. I think it was then 5% down to here, sort of 6 again, and then from here you could have had another anywhere between 6 and 8. So yeah, amazing gains over the last week if you've been trading quant, in and out of quant, because again, we've been stuck in this range. So we're just in a range bound market. There's no uptrend or there's no downtrend, you're just going sideways. So eventually it's going to force a move. We're just simply waiting. Will this forced move close above the 382 at $125, or will this forced move be below this wick over here at $105? We're just simply waiting for that. But we have been explaining on the channel that as long as we're below this, we can't expect a pump through it. Okay, as in we're not expecting to continue higher, only when it's proved that to us. So once you are seeing after a daily close that you are above the 55, the 55 is a little bit higher than 125, to be honest guys, but we have to take that into consideration. This is acting as a second layer of defense for the 20 EMA. This orange one over here is the 55. So even if you get above the 20, this is your essentially like a brick wall. So even if we pump into $130, yeah, that's gonna, what should happen here essentially is you run into it and you get rejected to go lower. But we have been talking about this double bottom as well as this inverse head and shoulders on the channel, and that is the only way we are actually heading up to this golden pocket. But remember, you can actually go all the way to 188 and still be bearish, because we obviously started going down from here, the capitulation from here. Thank God I was able to tell you from this purple line that we are coming down back to the white line, 120, 125. But yeah, ever since losing its support, we flipped the stance. We were hoping that this held as support, as it was the weekly EMAs. You just formed a weekly bullish cross, so hold that as support to continue. Falling under it, flipping into resistance is not a good sign. You can see even if we pump a little bit, this is $134. What were we just talking about on the daily time frame? Near 130. We have the 55, so we can't ignore this, even though we've been talking about 125 because it's a psychological level. The 200 EMAs there, the 20 is very close as well. We've got the daily candle closes exactly on resistance, big rejections, support and resistance, support, resistance. So going forward, this is a key area over here between here and here. So we're trapped at the moment between there. Only once you clear 130 or all the way until 133, that's when we're heading into the gold box. But again, expected rejection point. Even if you get to the 786, you must hold support here. If not, expected rejection point. If you do hold the golden pocket here after meeting the 786, the only way Quant now flips bullish is a push through that. Push through the 786. Even then it's a lower high, but it's at least a signal you're coming back up to here. And then yeah, you have to take it step by step from there. You can still go all the way down. It's until you're above 232 where we can say yes, we're 100% safe. Until then, any pump, and it could go all the way up to 188, it could still result in another push down. But remember, we've just spoken about the 55 at 130. That's in line with this. That's your true resistance, guys. This is your true resistance right here, because if this were to be a shoulder, a head and a shoulder, we've been talking about on over on H bar, there's a head and shoulders pattern on the daily time frame. Let's go over so I can just quickly show you. H bar USD down over here. We'll zoom in on the 4-hour time frame, and you can see we had a shoulder, head and a shoulder, and your head is a fake out, your shoulder is the true resistance. You ran into it here. So going back over to Quant, oh my apologies, going over back to Quant, we can see the shoulder potential. It's not a fact yet. Shoulder, head and potential shoulder. And where is that? 134. That is already, we already have that line marked out because it's our bear market box from the past. We've always been saying 150. That's a psychological level over here, but we do have some support right there. That's our range low of this box, and that is 134. Key support there, key resistance there, key support over here. And again, that it should act as a resistance. Even if you get through the $130 right there, you still got a golden pocket and the top of the bear market box. And again, our capitulation began at $169. So till you're turning that into support, we're not good. So, and again, we need to take out this high to head back up to there. I've just said so much just to show you that there's just too much ahead of us for this to be such an easy journey. Do you understand? If it is a journey that we are going up, it's not going to be fast. So there's no point of, going all in right now. This is what I'm trying to get at. This is going to be a very, very slow process, even if it is bullish. If it's not bullish, oh my God, it's going to be even longer. But that's what I'm personally expecting. I'm not expecting personally for us to just skyrocket past 200, go to 400, like all these pages dying for it, hyping you up for it. I do not believe in that, okay, anymore. With Bitcoin putting in a lower low, how is that bullish? Explain to me how a lower low is bullish. We had a higher low. That was the only thing I was saying was keeping us bullish. You got none of that on Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin is going to continuously make lower lows and lower highs, Quant will too. And over the last day on Twitter, I'm seeing the Quant pages getting excited again. Where are those people talking about $50? Where are those people talking about $30 and $20 and whatnot? We all need to realize, bullish or bearish, everything here is step by step. That's why I haven't been saying this is a confirmed head and shoulders. I'm saying that potentially we could be forming it. Even if you form a right shoulder, it doesn't mean shit. You need to break the neckline. Only then it's valid. That's what we were saying back up here. You have your neckline. You need to break this neckline and this neckline, and then you validate the patterns. We pumped back into it twice and we were getting trolled, but you didn't get back above them, so you continue lower. We haven't even formed the right shoulder yet, but I've been showing you multiple effing resistances here. So at any of those moments, you can just get rejected, come back, form this right shoulder, and then you're still going to bounce in the short term, but eventually lose it. And then once it's lost, that's what validates you coming back down to 60 to 50. But that's why I'm just getting ready. That's why I'm not just flying back into the market, because I want it to prove to me it's bullish. You don't need to buy the bottom to make gains, guys. Get that out of your head. You just need to buy when it's confirmed going up, showing you true signs it's going up. Bitcoin is an amazing example. Let's just delete all these drawings. Bitcoin, I found out about, well, I knew about Bitcoin on this run up, but didn't have any. But first got into Bitcoin May 2019, around here, and then sold because I didn't understand anything. I didn't buy down here because everyone was selling. It was saying it was just going to keep going down, so I ignored it. But I didn't buy the bottom. I bought around here when it recovered and was consolidating since April until July. So for multiple months, it was going sideways, back up. You know, can you see some resistance here? Can you see this resistance, this support, resistance, support? So there was an area of support. We were just consolidating for months, and towards the end I got lucky and I started going all in into crypto back there. But did I buy the bottom here or here? No, I first got into here, didn't understand, sold everything. I didn't buy the bottom down here. I bought over here and I still made that gain. So you don't need to buy the bottom. We were under the 200 EMA. There's no confirmation you're going to reclaim it. However, what you need to understand, the 200 EMA is when you're below it, you should continue lower. So if you're getting back above it, which is this white line, we're not going lower, we're going up. So when the chart has proved to me we are going up, I will get back in. So when we are back above this, you know, white line, for example. Now, when we go back to Quant, we're fighting with that right now. We're fighting with that, but we should not have lost it in the first place. That's why when we were coming down to 120 from here, I called for this a downward push. And with that wick, I said, guys, unfortunately, because it's so big, you're going to fill it in. You filled it in and you took out the 200 daily EMA. Not good. So you need to, of course, reclaim it. You can do so. You see where you've had this fake out before and reclaimed it. And once you eventually stop effing around and faking, doing fake outs, you can see you eventually stayed above. And once you are confirmed above, we're continuing. At the moment, you're absolutely facing key resistance with the 200 EMA. And we've just been talking about how this is a resistance. You can come up to 188 and it's still not good enough. And we have just brick walls of resistances here that at any point, it could be at this price, 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 it could be at that price. Any of those prices, you can create a right shoulder. You can create this right, doesn't matter how high this right shoulder goes. As long as it's below 232, you can still create a right shoulder and this head and shoulders pattern. But again, even when you come down to here, the neckline, wherever this neckline may be, it's not valid until you break the neckline. And yeah, this neckline, there's two necklines always. So you need to break both. Of course, when you break this uptrending one, that's a signal. Take a trade down to here. There's going to be a short-term bounce and then capitulation down. Again, all potential, but I'm warning you that, again, so many resistances at any moment, you could just get pushed back down to this support. The more times you come into it, the weaker it gets. And so that's why you can see potentially a big head and shoulders pattern forming. And when you have big moves like this, look, we went up quick because we went down quick. So if we ever come into that area again, expect us to go down quick again, because you rised up in that area fast, you dropped down fast, you rised up fast. So if we ever lose it, you're dropping fast. Simple as that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today's update. Make sure to be aware of the scammer. The only way that I will get into contact with you is if you message me first. I'll never message you first. I'll never follow you. I'll never offer brokerage services. The only thing I offer is my education. That's the course or the mentorship. Other than that, everything's a scam. It's not me. The only Louis crypto that exists is with letters and not numbers. But just click the link underneath the video if you wanna head over into my community. So thank you guys so much. Like, subscribe, and comment. I'll catch you in tomorrow's update. Peace.